Hey YouTube! So excited. I feel like it has been a super long time since we've done a makeup tutorial, which is what we're going to do today. And we're also going to have a little chat. So we are going to start off with foundation, and we are currently in the winter time, which means I am super white right now. So I'm actually going to mix two. I've been using the Estee Lauder, but right now I'm using my CoverGirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous foundation in shade 805 and 810. And we're going to mix these two together along with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Light Sand. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply my concealer in the places that I want it. And I actually mix my foundation and my concealer together these days. I know that's a little new compared to what I have done in the past, but I have found that I like the way everything blends together better when I do it this way. Okay, so now I'm just gonna start by blending the two colors together, and then I'm gonna start going around the whole face and add in all of the concealer. I know that it looks probably a lot lighter than my skin tone right now, but by the time it all blends together, trust me when I say, it settles in quite nicely. But yeah, so I know it has been way too long since I've gotten to come on and do a makeup tutorial. I feel like there are so many things that have happened in the past couple of years. So I turned 30 last September. I also have 3 boys now instead of just 2, because I'm pretty sure I had Legacy the last time I was on here. But yeah, so my oldest is 8 and my middle is 3 and my youngest will be 2 in April. So we have just been doing the whole stay-at-home mom thing while my amazing husband works super hard for us. So it's been crazy over here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go on with my CoverGirl pressed powder. It is the number 1, which is the lightest shade. Again, wintertime is that time for me, and we like to get super light. So I'm just gonna start by patting this on. I usually start under my eyes, and then I just kind of work my way out into the rest of my face. It does have a matte finish. I feel like it's super in trend right now to have that sheen finish, but I've always been a matte girl, and I kind of walk to the beat of my own drum, so I don't really worry about what the trends are, which probably isn't great considering I like to show people how I do my makeup, but I've always said that this is what makes me a terrible influencer. Next, I'm going to bronze back up using my e.l.f. bronzer palette. You can tell which ones I use the most often, but right now, with it being a light season, I'm gonna use this one and this one. I like the way that these two look with as light as my face is right now. And then I'm just gonna go on in kind of an up-down motion. I usually start by up where my sideburn is, and then just kind of go down toward the corner of my mouth. So I like to contour with powder. It's always been that way. I find it easier to blend, and so I usually start with my sideburn and I go down toward the corner of my mouth. And obviously not all the way, but that's how I know where to put it. So I usually get both cheeks, and then I'll start by going down, and then I blend upward to just kind of make sure it's nice and blended. And then I'll use that lighter color and just kind of go up here on my forehead. I start from the outer side and kind of move toward the middle. And I'll do that on both sides. Of course, I'll have to go in and fix my hair after I do this, but 'tis the price, right? And then I use both colors and I just go on the outer bridge of my nose on both sides. So nothing crazy, nothing extreme. Go on the bottom and then just lightly brush under here. Now I'm gonna go in with blush. These days I've been using the Janet Sarton blush, and I think that it is in shade New Pink Puree. This was actually a gift from my mom. So that is why I've been using it. But honestly, I really like the formula. I like how it comes out, and I like the soft pink color of this blush. So I have an angled blush brush that I like to use, and I just kind of go all the way up on the top of where I did that contour just to add a little bit of color. Now I'm going to start with the eyes, and I'm going to use my Patrick Ta palette. Please do not judge how absolutely disgusting it is. So it is the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 palette. Again, I use it a lot, but I'm going to focus on this color and then my shiny color over here today. And we might add a little bit of this brown, but we're definitely going to start with these two colors. So I usually start by going in with that light color, and I just coat my lid all the way up to my brow line. And I'm gonna do that on both sides. And these days, I have been keeping it pretty simple, honestly, with my eyeshadow. As you can imagine, having 3 boys and a full schedule, I'm also going to ministry school and still manage my platform full-time. And then I serve a lot in my church. So I keep it pretty simple because I feel like I don't have time to do much else. So next I'm going to use my fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into the darker color right here, and I'm going to focus on the outer corner of my eye. And so I'm just going to start here. I'm going to really pack it into the corner before I then blend out. So again, focus on the corner and then blend out. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Speaking of, there he is, right there. Can you say hi? Hi. So I'm going to use that same color, just kind of what's left over on the brush, and I'm going to go underneath at the corners and just kind of brush that on lightly just to give a little bit of color underneath my eyes. I do think I want to add a little bit more dimension in my corners, so I'm going to go into this darker plum color right here and just kind of focus right there in the corner crease, just to add a little bit more depth and dimension. And now that all of that is blended, going back under one more time. So I feel like I have still not gotten good at doing this on camera, but I'm going to use my L'Oreal Linear Intense liquid eyeliner. I have been using this for years and haven't changed it because it works. So I'm going to try to scoot up a little bit, and we are going to do this together. Y'all pray for me. So I just kind of start on the outer corner, and I go up, and then I go right here, and then I'll just meet that tip, and then I just fill in. Okay, I finished the rest off camera just because I have to wear glasses now, so I have to be like super close in order to see what I'm doing, and I did not want y'all to have to deal with that. But yeah, so now we're gonna go on with mascara, and I'm still using my Maybelline Mega Plush mascara. I really love this. It's affordable, it works. I really like the brush, I like the bristles, and it works well for me. It gives me that volume and the separation that I want in a good mascara. And once we've finished that, then we're gonna move on to lips. I do like to get my mascara on my bottom lashes. Again, I kind of stick to the outer corner. I know that that might not be on trend anymore, but I enjoy it. My eyelashes are ready. All right, so now we are going to move on to lips. I'm gonna use my Milani lip liner. As you can see, I need to get more in the shade Natural. And so I just start off just going right below the line of my lip and then move to the top. I don't overline a lot, just a little. Pat that together just a little bit. And then the real star of the show, my Milani Matte Satin Lip Cream in the shade Lavish. I have been using this for years. I'm gonna be so sad if it ever gets discontinued because it is my favorite. And I'm just gonna go around the outer corner and kind of line it a little bit. Less is more with this stuff. All right, after patting that together, I like to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light neutral, which I use during the summer, just to do a little in the center to kind of lighten that up a little. All right, after blotting that together, and then I'm gonna go on with my Wet n Wild liquid cat suit in shade Send Nudes. That's terrible. Don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all need to get better about naming your products. I didn't even catch that till now. Anyway, so I'm gonna use this. That's awful. And we're just gonna put it on and forget that it's called that. That's terrible. It's 944B. We'll go with that from now on. And then last but most certainly not least, I'm gonna go on with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I've been using this, my husband bought this for me, I think it was for Mother's Day a couple of years ago. And ever since I started using it, I have not used another setting spray. It is honestly fantastic. And there you have it. This is kind of my everyday makeup. You could honestly do this daily. I've gotten this down to being able to do it in about 10 minutes or so. Feel free, give it a try. Let me know if there are any products that you get for yourself. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have an amazing day. Remember, Jesus loves you.